Gentlemen, what is good?
So nobody in the house want to hear that.
You had a valid point.
I'm all smiles. I'm good.
18-game season. I think it's stupid that they complaining about the longevity of their careers. Either you in or you out.
Last 8 seconds.
It's weird because I never really changed my opinion like that.
This university is built on hate.
This is what greatness looks like.
Welcome to the Hate Watch You. The Rosa Parks, the Harriet Tubman of Trucks.
Yep.
Anyways, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Hate Watch You, where we love to hate but don't hate to love. This is episode 15. So we've officially made
3 business weeks.
3 business weeks.
So happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday on a Thursday, on a Tuesday. Devontae Dane, what's going on?
What's good?
You already know what the fuck going on, twin. So let's get the show on the road.
All right. How's everybody's weeks? Talk to me now.
Shit.
I mean, I've been good. What did I do this weekend? I went to go see Jock Johnson.
Seen Jock Johnson. How was he?
Go see Jock. He was funny. He was funny. I'm not surprised, but he was funny, man. Then we went to the bar where one serves drinks. When we came back from,
there you go. We went to the bar. Yes,
where one serves drinks.
Yep. Fair.
Nah, that's cool. It's basically the premise is they don't have no menu, so you tell the bartender what you're in the mood for, and they make it for you.
So
that's fire. They have unlimited alcohol.
I'm glad Devontae gets it. You uncultured swine. Like, what?
Well, hold on. Because it was like a speakeasy kind of vibe, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But do they tell you the prices? Just bring me what they just do whatever, and then they just bring you a bill. Like, fuck it.
I mean, yeah, but you also kind of know what you order. But you got. I mean,
that's all.
There's
I'm
no
hearing.
menu, so they gotta be like, "Yo, this drink like fucking $30."
Nah, it wasn't that much. Nah.
That's all I'm hearing is money bags over here. Get me a rum and coke on the rocks, and don't care about the price. Dame dollar. Damn. I would be skeptical, but that sounds fire though. How was the service? It was good.
Oh yeah, phenomenal. So,
yeah. Did they have those old fashioned like the the shit where they used to wear at the speakeasies with the little hat, the overalls with the suspenders? Was it that type of vibe or just?
No, it was just your typical frat boy, sorority girl, Gen Z millennial type vibe. They just happened to have on black, and they was fire with the drinks. So
okay, what was the name of the place?
Idlewild, like the movie.
Oh, okay, that's fire. That's fire. Well, sounds like you had a nice weekend. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, it's Sunday. I had to think what happened Sunday. Oh yeah, Father's Day was on Sunday. So yeah, I went to my girl's dad's house. They threw something on the grill, and then we had a little game night, and you know how that goes. So.
How'd that go? No, tell us.
We played this game called Don't Say Yeah. And
okay.
Me and my partner won. My girl wasn't on my team, but me and my partner, we won. And then we played 5-second rule. Basically, you have to name 3 things in 5 seconds, like based on what the card was.
Okay.
So it was like name 3 professional football teams or whatever. You got 5 seconds to do it. So, and if I don't get it within the time, then it's your turn. But you can't repeat anything that's already been said. And it keeps going back around until someone gets 3. So
okay, that's fire.
It's pretty cool. And then lastly, we played Uno Flip. So,
excuse me?
Uno got like 32 different.
You played versions. Uno Flip? You didn't play the original version?
Nah, she just brought up Uno Flip. It's a light side and a dark side. So, it was cool. It's still Uno. My girl, she got a good heart. It's the same as Uno. It's just different. It's just different colored cards. It's a light side and a dark side. That's all. Same rules though.
Segregation. That's crazy.
Right.
But no, my girl, she got she competitive too. She got a good heart, and that's her downfall when it comes to Uno.
Yo.
I told her that to her face. So I was like, "That's your problem. You got a good heart. Good heart and Uno don't go together. I'm sorry." She over here talking about some. She apologized for skipping me. Like, oh, that's the only red card I had. I was like, it's all good. I ain't worried about it.
That means she love you, dog.
That's cool. I skipped her on her birthday first.
Oh my god,
That's crazy.
And she was like, "Oh, that better be the only red card you have." It's not. I have a red 6 and a red 3. Now what?
I think you should play No Mercy. The Uno No
Nah.
Mercy. Trey, you remember that?
Nah, because
shit.
I know what it is. But I'm like, y'all talking about okay, draw 48. Oh, I'm gonna draw my 48 already. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it.
You remember he thought he won? You remember he kept thinking he won? Yeah, he thought he had us in a spiral. Everybody just started dropping down those cards. I said, "Oh God."
Yeah,
that's why Uno don't need to be a casino game. The murder rate is high enough.
Yeah, so. people gonna fight people at playing Uno. There's a rule that my family goes by in Uno. Is there's no friends or family in Uno.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is what it is. When you get on that table, it is what it is. As a spectator, you can root. Monopoly too. Monopoly is a cutthroat game, boy. Oh my god. Dominoes too. Yep. Spades. Those are.
I haven't talked to some people for years over Monopoly.
Monopoly. What's the longest game?
What do you mean? I came around a corner and you talk about you had a whole block.
Well, the thing that gets me is when you make deals with people and then they cut the deals as soon as it don't benefit them.
Yeah, that's valid.
That's some snaky shit. Longest game of Uno I played was like 5 hours.
Uno or Monopoly?
Uno?
No, sorry. Monopoly. I'm sorry.
I was about to say, that's a long ass Uno game.
That's a long time to have beef with people too.
Right? That means y'all stacking cards and y'all just holding them draw twos and shit.
Nah, like we don't stack. My family don't stack. We don't stack. We play singles. We play single shooters. You get it out in a single. You pick up one. It's not none of that kitty.
Wait, so if you have
a matching card, I have 5 threes. Let me put them on. We don't play that shit.
Oh, you can't do that?
No.
That make the game.
When I was a fucking kid, I used to play like that because I was learning the game. When I was at camp, I used to play like that. But as a grown adult, you better be strategic enough to know how to put one down, pick one up. Man, I can't play with people like that, bro. No offense.
No, you good. I'm on your side, but I'm going to keep my mouth shut as to not incriminate myself. That's how I feel about that. Yeah, but let the record reflect. Game
whatever way.
I'm on Trey's side. I mean, I agree with house rules, but sometimes the house rules are stupid. So there's that.
Yeah, firm agreements. And like, this is the thing that pisses me off of Uno, is when people put down. So like +2, +2, +2. You could do that. +4, +4, +4. You could do that. You cannot put a 4 on a 2, and you can't put a 2 on a 4, and you can't stop a +4s with a stop. Like. People just be making up their own shit. I'm like,
what do you mean a +4 with a stop? Like a skip?
Like there's a way where I don't play this way, and I've seen a few people play where like if you put down a skip or something like that, it skips their turn, and whatever the cards are don't go to them. Enough.
What? What type of fucking game y'all playing?
Enough. Send them to the pasture. I can't.
Whoever was playing that, they was losing bad. They needed a small win.
No, what I realize is everybody plays Uno differently, and like if you're actually competitive, you really don't play Uno with everybody. Like you don't go to someone's house and be like, "Yo, let's play Uno, guys." Like no, because we're gonna argue, we're gonna fight. It's gonna be what the fuck are you talking about? Like it's that type of vibe. Like I don't just go to people's house. Like you don't go to people's houses and put your feet on their couches or take your shoes off if they don't allow you to. I don't do that shit with Uno. No. No.
Nigga, I'm pulling. Never mind.
Got him.
Got him.
Damn it.
That's one for the jar.
Wow.
He was the first one?
Wow.
That's crazy.
The inaugural payment. So guys out there, everybody listening, we have officially, we heard the complaints. We heard you guys say that we're not sophisticated enough or we're too sophisticated to be saying the N-word like we do. So we have officially created an N-word jar. Anytime somebody says it, it is $1. After 5, it is $5. And this money will go to the Hate Watch You charity fund. So keep saying the N-word, guys.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm pulling up to somebody's house with the deck in my back pocket, ready to play.
No.
It is also important. It is important to note to the viewers and listeners that because Devontae doesn't say the N-word as much as Trey and myself, we're going to treat him like Samuel L. And all the F-bombs are going to go to the charity fund. So it threw us for a loop that he was the first one.
The inaugural. He was number one.
That's cool. Awesome. I got the tally right here. Got the tally right here for those watching. That top row.
I didn't even finish the word.
$1.
No, you did it.
You did.
Said it. That's a jar.
Nah,
that's gonna
cool,
be our
bro.
song right there. Ja. Devontae, how was your Father's Day weekend, man?
Oh, it was good, man. Saturday, I took the kids to the park. I ain't really do anything. My piece was them getting to run around and just kind of watching that. Yeah. Then I took them out for ice cream. You know, typical dad stuff. And then Sunday, I worked, which sucked. But then I went to my brother's house. I did not enjoy going to work on Father's Day. But then I went over my older brother's house. And we had like a cookout.
Nice. Sounds like it was
Wrote a nice letter to my father.
Nice.
It was dope, man. Yeah. I got my spoken word out.
There you go. Dear Dad.
Yeah, it was something like that.
I like it. I
ended it with love you, Pops. And then my boy got up, and my boy was tearful. And then my older brother said, well, we know who's the favorite now.
Damn.
And then little did he know, behind that letter that I wrote, and I read to him, was a picture of the Cardinals versus the Cowboys. And me and my boy going to see it on November 1st.
Oh, you got the tickets?
Yep.
Oh! That's in Dallas too, right?
Yeah, it's in Dallas. Woo! And that's my... you remember the two helmets that I have, if you go back previous episodes, is the Cardinals, because that was my first football team I played for, and my dad coached me. And his favorite team is the Cowboys.
Nice.
So
that's a nice full circle moment right there. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's super dope. Congratulations, man. What'd I do this weekend? I was sick all weekend. I was sick Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I just recovered and I had to work, so I didn't see my dad. But then I saw him today. We went out to breakfast. We kind of talked a little bit, and we set up some plans for the future. So, you know, I got to kind of dive into some of the questions I had for him, and we just got to have a real good conversation. So it was good. It was a good Father's Day weekend for me too. I'm glad I'm not sick no more. Also, I think I got everybody at my job sick from last week. So I feel like I'll have to go in there tomorrow and apologize because I'm starting to hear people coughing and sneezing and shit. I'm like, God damn. I was doing that last week and everybody was fine. So now everybody's sick. So I feel like I owe some people an apology. But
super spreader.
Yeah, it's neither here nor there. At least I didn't have COVID though, right?
No, that's good.
Yeah. All right. So
hey, that brings a valid question though.
What's that?
Should they pay you for when you're sick?
Should
they don't want you. They should. They should pay you when some jobs don't offer sick time.
That is true.
So when I come in here and infect everybody, now the whole building's sick. Now what? Nobody's productive.
Well, when I worked at a job that didn't offer much sick time, which was 5 days out of a whole year, they would just tell you to tough that shit out. Come in, tell you to come in and be sick. Or they would send kids to school sick, and they would get everybody sick. And then they would get mad at you for not showing up sick. So some companies don't give a flying fuck if you're sick or not. They don't care. So, like, yes, it makes sense for them to pay you. in a school and they didn't give you no sick time, and you're the closest proximity to the sickest fucking people. No, they don't do that.
You know what's crazy about that too, and then we can go into the game changer, right? How do they send these kids home from school if they have a little cough, and they call the parents and be like, "Yo, you gotta come get your kid. They sick." Meanwhile, the employees is over there vomiting, throwing up, doing whatever, and it's like, y'all gotta come to work.
Y'all gotta come to work.
That shit is ass backwards.
Yeah. Slave. That's how they treat people, bro. Like you're fucking meaningless, man. All right.
It's time for another Damien Changer.
Acknowledge me.
Dame.
All right, so the World Cup is among us. And one thing I've noticed is all these foreigners coming to America, the tourists coming to America, are surprised at the conditions that we're living in. And they're surprised that the infrastructure for the World Cup games have been phenomenal because we didn't have to build any stadiums. So it made me wonder, understanding that media bias, prejudices, and stereotypes make the world go round. So, what stereotypes or prejudices do you have about a group of people that you were proven wrong about, or you double down on?
What the fuck?
I saw the look on Trey's face.
That's a loaded one, bro. That's I don't know. Yeah.
You good over there, Trey?
What
Do y'all
what
need
do
me
we
to?
feel about the prejudices and what?
No, that man has to leave the set. Nah, we have prejudices. No, I'm waiting till Trey gets back. Nah, because he try to act like I'm just making this up. Because last week, Trey was like, a certain country, he didn't know that a certain country played soccer, bro. So nah, Trey, this was halfway inspired by you.
Hold on, say that again.
Nah, you trying to get out of this.
The country with the World Cup that has their own World Cup.
Yeah.
North Korea, for sure.
Yeah. So this is halfway inspired by you.
Yeah,
So,
well, I mean, that's not a prejudice, right? That was just a thought. God damn.
what thoughts then? What preconceived thoughts and notions? What preconceived notions and thoughts do you have that you've been dead wrong about, or that you've doubled down on? To be honest with you, and if y'all need time to think about it, so y'all don't get clipped, I have several.
Go ahead, yo.
I have several. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't date women who drink Hennessy because that means you fight men. So that's a preconceived notion, and it's navigating me through life.
Oh, okay,
exactly. But I will say
that helps me out a lot.
I was gonna go. I was gonna go straight to races. Like, all right.
I know you were. That's all. Like, hold on, let me spell it.
Since we're going there,
But no. But my biggest one, my prejudices comes toward or is like in full throttle when it comes to culinary food.
Okay.
Because I know I need my food, whatever food I'm eating, I want it to be authentic. So I'm prejudiced every which way.
Oh.
I went to Waffle House a few weeks ago. The waitresses was arguing over my food. I texted my girl. I was like, "Hey, this about to be the best All-Star I had in a while." And I was right. Not gonna hold you. There's this Chinese joint.
I thought you were
right next to where I work.
Because
Chinese.
I thought you were gonna say you don't like when. Oh gosh, go ahead, man. It's not a good thought. Go ahead.
I'm glad you know that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm buying y'all time. But no, I want, like, there's a Chinese joint right next to where I work at, and this has some LED lights, some flashing lights, and I haven't been there. It just looks mid to me. I don't need the millennial LED lights in my Chinese food. I need the lady who's gonna double bag my to go play after I told her not to do that 3 times. But I need her to have that shit tighter than my cornrows. That's what I need. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't need Chad at the hibachi grill. I need Big Girl at my grill at the barbecue. I can cook, but I'm not certified enough to go to start telling my aunties that I can make the mac and cheese for Thanksgiving.
Right.
I'm not there yet. That's above my weight class.
Yeah,
double entendre, if you will. Yep. But that's just not what. It's just not what I do. That's just not what I do.
We could talk about the prejudice that we write about, like the dads that have those grill slippers.
Yeah, I need Big Girl up there with the Bethlehem Sevens.
See, I was
at the grill.
Yes,
I was about to
with the washcloth on his head.
Exactly, exactly.
I'm looking at the time right now. It says 2016. All right, hold on.
Because he about to say something outlandish. Because he's about to.
Because this reminds me. All right, hold on. This is 12, 20. All right, this reminds me of the past weekend where I was at work on Sunday and I was my phone charger. I didn't have a charger. I had to go to the nearest gas station.
That's crazy. They just got you. You should have found a Five Below. Isn't there a Dollar General or something
right
over
up
there?
Right next to it. But
So that's your fault.
I went to the gas station thinking it could be quick grab and go, and then as soon as I walked in, now granted the lady was nice. She was very nice, and I didn't want to seem like I was stressed out. So I just said okay. I asked her. I said, "So you're telling me that's $10.99?" She was like, "Yes." I said, "Oh, okay. So that's $10.99 too?" And she was like, "Oh, yes, it's all $10.99." I said, "Oh, okay." And I already had the shit in my hand.
What was she, Trey?
Huh? Get me out of this.
My prejudice is the fact that I thought everybody knew that when you go to a convenience store or a gas station, that stuff that they don't normally carry would cost more than what you would pay at a regular store. That's just so crazy as hell. Bro, they don't carry like a stock of fucking like charging blocks. No, they don't.
Bro,
no, they don't.
All right. So if you go to any convenience store, you'll see them long ass jump rope cables that they sell for $5.
Where you think they get them from?
I don't know, but what I'm saying is it wasn't $5. Go ahead,
man. You paying for the convenience. You needed it. You couldn't go to another store. You
it's
crazy,
the same
yo.
people, man. It's the same people.
Crazy.
And I will admit, they are nice. Where I'm at, they're nice. So they're not really giving me a hard time. But I have ran into some that have given me a hard time and talked to me like I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about when I was asking about this or that. And I ain't like that shit. So that prejudice remains true. It remains true. Just like, what was it? Boys in the Hood. Hurry up.
Okay.
I don't want to finish it. I'm being too hateful. This is hateful. This is very hateful.
This is.
Certain type of drivers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about drivers. I was just thinking about my food.
Damn, that's valid too, though.
Yeah, you feel
now that you're thinking about drivers, nah, I got some people in my circle. I can't incriminate.
That is valid too, though.
Sorry, I can't say the things I want to say. To whom this may concern. To whom this may concern.
Damn.
Ain't paying y'all nothing.
You're the treasurer.
Wait, what number are we at?
We're at 4.
We're at 4.
All right. They're like
what?
2 for you, 2 for Trey.
2 for me, what?
You said the N-word twice.
I did? I thought
you called me crazy one time.
Wait, I only said it once.
Oh, yeah, no, I did say it. Yeah.
You called me crazy one time. And then when I held up the pad the first time, I was like, oh, that was for Trey.
Yeah.
You said the F-bomb, and you said the N-word.
Double negative.
So we got one more before it's $1?
Before it's $5.
Oh, it's $5.
Yeah.
Yeah, $5. Yeah, we still got a long way to go in this show.
Holy shit.
I might as well get rid of this now.
Get straight to the $5 then, right? Might as well.
Yeah.
All right. I'm done.
Yo, you know what? I don't fucking like what Dave did, yo. What Dave did because he was prepared.
He's wet.
He was prepared for this shit.
No,
we over here.
I kid you not. Hold on. So, hear me out.
He watched us get real hateful, and then he was like, "Oh, yeah, I don't do it."
No, I'm watching. I'm Switzerland.
I'm Switzerland.
I was trying to chime back in, but y'all got more hateful the more I tried to chime back in. No, but okay, so here's the thing. I came up with this question today, actually, because I was trying to give a peel back behind the curtain, but I guess something was just invigorated in Trey's veins that I didn't get a chance to explain why I came up with it. No.
And she was great.
Nah.
Like, no, nigga.
Nope.
Bring your hate out.
I started it.
Fuck,
And you already know what my hate is going to be about anyway. So it's a prerequisite to what my hate is going to be about.
That's fair.
Exactly. So I just tied it into the World Cup, and I even led off. So make sure y'all don't put yourself in deep water.
Yeah,
I even said I'll go first. And what did Trey do? He took the baton and ran with it anyway.
You let us think. That
No, I let you think.
All I heard was,
right.
What are some prejudices?
That's all I heard.
After that, you cut out. I didn't hear nothing else. I said,
Charlie Brownie.
Yeah, I said we about to get canceled.
Y'all
I heard that kill. I heard that Kill Bill shit. That's all I heard, man. All right. Well, thanks, Dave, for allowing us to talk about our prejudices and fucking. Oh gosh! All right, man.
I just said I like food.
Is that all you said, really?
Yes, I said I don't date women who drink Hennessy.
That is true.
And I like food.
Yeah, but you knew what you were doing.
Nah, don't blame me, bro.
He did. He knew exactly what he was doing. And now I'm gonna have to cut off like a smooth 3 minutes worth because that was crazy. I don't even know who that nigga was doing that shit.
Damn! Come on, man. I'm tired of this shit.
Damn it! Oh gosh.
Play that music, bro, and I'll even go first to give you a chance to calm down, bro.
Yo, wait. Let me ask you something though. Who's keeping tally? You keeping tally, Dave?
Yeah.
Trey.
Yeah.
What happened?
Just let it fly, but don't make any acknowledgement of it. Just keep talking. Maybe he'll miss a couple.
Well, you do know I rewatched the show, and I'm gonna make sure it's counted up properly anyway.
No. At the end of the show, you gotta what? Yep.
Okay, that's fair.
If you don't catch it live, it ain't caught. If you ain't catch it live,
yeah, man.
I've been locked in. That's how I knew we got to $5 already. That's why I ain't on there yet.
We can't call New York.
That's why I ain't on there yet.
This ain't Cash Cab. We out here. We doing this shit live.
Game show. That's
Trey. We gonna have to just speak freely and just don't make no sudden movements. Just keep talking. Maybe he won't catch us.
I'm not. Well, first of all,
you know I'm catching you, bro. Like, stop playing with me. I'm Chris Hansen. Stop playing.
He used to be a producer for a living, so I know for a fact all his majority of his job was to listen and pay attention. So I mean,
but he's perfect right now.
Yeah, I know. He's not gonna slip.
Oh, we got to bring some hate out of this dude.
I will. Don't worry.
Oh man,
it's just because his hand is on the pad. That's it.
Hey, man, you corny.
All right, this is the time where we get our 30 seconds of hate off. This is the point of the show where we get our 30 seconds of hate off, where we talk about things that bothered us, sports, whatever the case is. But 30 seconds of hate. Anybody want to go first? Because I said
I'll go first to give y'all a chance to calm down.
Yeah, I got to think of my Rolodex. All right, Dame, here we go.
All right, so Freddie.
Sorry, hold on.
The German tourist Freddie.
Hold on.
Oh, I need to start over? All right, my
go
fault.
ahead. 30 seconds, starting it over. Go.
So the German tourist Freddie on Twitter, it was a nice little feel-good story at first. But then, this past weekend, I was on noticing watch with him. First, he started going through Atlanta and then through Alabama and Louisiana and, for the World Cup, and it was all nice and dandy. But then he said he was going to miss a match in Canada, and American Airlines was like, oh, we can't make that happen. You call us. Air Canada, American Airlines, and the fucking governor of Utah was like, nah, Freddie, come on over. We got you. No. The true American experience is being on the fucking phone with American Airlines. Miss your goddamn flight, Freddie. And why is the fucking governor of Utah trying to get Freddie to fucking Canada? Nah, bro. Freddie is an industry plant. That's what this is. Freddie is nothing but PR to make us, the United States, look good for the World Cup.
Who is Freddie though? Like I've been seeing all these clips, but who the fuck is Freddie? Like who is he? Is he a reporter? Like
it just started off as like he's just some tourist who just kept popping up on our timelines for for the World Cup. Excuse me. So he's documenting like, oh, I'm here in Atlanta. I'm Georgia looks nice. I'm here in Alabama. Oh, then the Saints had got a hold of him, so he ended up in Louisiana. Then he ended up somewhere in Texas, and then somehow he ended up trying to catch a flight to Canada to go watch somebody play. I don't know if it was Germany, but either way, he was like, "Oh, I'm going to miss my flight," and blah blah blah. And then American Airlines tweeted him back. Air Canada tweeted him back. The fucking governor of Utah tweeted him, was like, "No, we got to get Freddie to Canada to go get the fuck Freddie. You're a plant. You're an industry plant."
That's not a real that's not a real American experience anyways, because
exactly
all those people on the horn is crazy.
At once with nothing. Bro, you gonna sit on this line like the rest of us, bro. The fuck is you talking about? Miss your flight, bro. Fuck Freddie.
Yeah, that's interesting. I guess we gotta keep noticing and do a deeper dive into who Freddie is. All right. Devontae, you wanna go or you want me to go?
Yeah, sure, I got you.
All right, here we go. 30 seconds.
All right, so my 30 seconds going to Disney right off the rip because I am going to Disney this year, and the tickets are $164. Bro, what the fuck? Damn it, I can't. This is supposed to be the... I can't even do this anymore, man. I quit. All right, last 7 seconds. Last 7 seconds is going to the FIFA World Cup Twitter account who keeps tagging T-Pain instead of Tim Paine.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man, yo. I can't even use my sentence enhancers. What is this?
You gotta say, what the frick? What the frick, man?
You know how long that'll take me to try to get that down?
Oh, you did well.
My whole 30 seconds. I got more 30 seconds of hate now because of this.
Go ahead. You want to? Oh, that was the hate. Fair.
Yeah, it's too.
Gosh.
Yeah, it is what it is, man.
All right, I got 30 seconds. All right, so I was thinking about what I could hate, and then I'm not gonna use this for what to tuck, but Terry Crews, ridiculous, bro. To say that he was watching porn from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m., he had to be shaving meat off the bone. Because who the fuck is watching porn for 13 hours? Yo, lock him up. Similar to these people who have these weird like, we all like porn, bro, but 13 hours worth of porn is too much, bro. You have to relax. And coming online to give that story talking about how you were a porn addict, that is a choice. Why would you even give that 13 hours? His story was, I used to go to the gym, I would get out of my workout, and I would sit in my trailer from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. and watch porn. Bro, there's not enough nuts in the world you can get off to watch porn for 13 hours, bro. After the first couple cycles of porn, you have to be disgusted with yourself. So Terry Crews, you need real help. And I think he said he used to do this, so thank God you got help. But goodness gracious, bro, that is ridiculous, yo. Like I don't even know what else to say, gosh, bro. And I'm gonna play the clip because now y'all gotta hear it.
What the hell did he say?
I got you.
Oh my gosh,
shaving meat off the bone, like one of those.
Oh my god!
Pause. Like the Brazilian steaks.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, man. Jeez, Terry Crews, bro, he's bugging out. Listen to this, man.
It was. I got a day off from the set. I'm usually on location, and I could watch porn from probably 10 o'clock after my workout, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. at night.
10 a.m. to 11 p.m. at night.
It wouldn't stop, and I couldn't stop. It was what you would call a splurge. Like it just couldn't stop. Yeah. I couldn't. When day turns into night and you're still watching, I knew I had a problem.
That's when you. That's when you knew you
You had a problem, my nigga. I know. I put that one on the jar. I earned that one because that was wild. I intentionally put that one out there. I want to contribute to this charity fund, but my man's
Yo,
is wilding.
that was
That's crazy.
to hear that is crazy. There was a lot of crazy news that I found this week from What the Tucks. So I don't have a What the Tuck sound yet, but this is where we're gonna do the What the Tuck. All right. So right now, this is kind of going viral, and we're coming off Father's Day. Yeah, this one ain't really stupid, but the other two are just stupid. All right, this one's coming off Father's Day. So this was a video of Brandon Marshall, ex Broncos, ex Bears receiver. He was disciplining his son, or working out with his son, and I want you guys to kind of give me your reaction. So Brandon Marshall is in the clip, and he's on IG posting about his son running and making him run at 2 a.m. in the morning. Look at this.
It's no different than when we were in L.A., Santa Monica, running at midnight on the pier. We wanted to do that. We love to do that. And then there's correction. Then there's discipline. You're walking. Run. Discipline correction is good. Even 2 in the morning, we run. I don't got to put my hands on you. But I'm training you up.
He definitely puts his hands on.
To be a warrior. I'm training you to be a leader, to serve, to have discipline, to be better than me. Run. Let's go.
yo, you know what I can think of right now? I'm sorry I'm pausing it, but all I can think of is you out at your crib, and you just hear somebody outside of your crib saying, "Run!" Like at 2:00 in the morning. Like, dog, we're trying to sleep, bro. What the fuck kind of shit is this?
If you don't start running, we're going to go 3 miles. So you better start running because you don't know when I'm going to tell you to stop.
Jesus.
You don't want to listen? We run. We work. 2 in the morning. Let's go. Faster. I'm driving 3 miles per hour. You should be going at 8 or 9 miles per hour right now. Go. If this truck don't get to 9 miles per hour, I promise you we're going all the way to the gas station, which is 3 miles. Down and back is 3 miles. I'm at 4 miles. I'm at 5. I'm at 6. There we go. Now we moving. Run. Discipline.
All right, how do you guys feel about this video? I got a lot of mixed thoughts. Go ahead. Father first.
So I said pause because you said about them neighbors, and I noticed a house for sale. So that's why I said pause. Secondly, I kind of lived something like this before, except my dad wasn't driving a car. I think that's crazy. Like, if you're gonna tell your kid to be great, I don't know if this dude did something, because there's different ways of disciplining your kid, because you're not supposed to put your hands on them. So I mean, I don't know if his kid did something like egregious or something. Seriously,
I know. Just kidding. I'm joking.
But I think that's crazy when I watch a parent. Yeah. I think that's crazy when I watch a parent driving in a car and telling their kid to run. Right. My experience was my dad. I wanted to be a fullback, middle linebacker when I was going into like my senior year of high school, and he made me run from our house all the way to Buckley High School, which is about maybe like 7 miles or so. And he brought his GPS with him. And he tracked how fast he was going the entire time. But he ran with me, so that's the difference. Mm-hmm. He's talking about like being great and like, when we grew up in Santa Clara or wherever he said he was growing up, Santa Monica, whatever.
Pier, yep.
Yeah, we wanted to do this because we wanted to be great. Well, guess what? Your kids are great now because you did what you had to do for them. That don't mean he want to do this. You know what I mean? Like, what is we doing, bro? Like, as a dad, I wouldn't do that. You can't force your kid to do some stuff that they don't want to do.
All right, let me go ahead, Dame. I gotta look something up real quick.
All right.
Say something.
Yeah, he is, but I know my man's is wild because for both of the reasons y'all said, it's 2 a.m. People try to sleep, bro. And why is you in the car? If you so great, get out and run with them. Secondly, do you know how fast you got to be moving at 8 to 9 miles per hour as a human?
Right.
Like you got to be actually moving. And so now I don't know what Lil Mans did. And I ain't gonna tell the father how to discipline his child, you know. And fine, on paper, making them have to run. Okay, cool. I respect it. That's cool. But you are doing a lot right now because why do you need to film this? If you really trying to make a statement, like why are you trying to film this? I just think it's kind of like people who do good deeds on film. This is whatever the inverse of that is. This is that because if I gave a homeless person $20 today, I'm not filming that, and you don't know that unless I told you that. But I'm also not going out of my way to tell you that. So if I'm trying to teach my son a lesson, because I have brothers his age, and so to Devontae's point, when we hooping, I would tell them, hey, if you missing layups, you running.
Yeah, we seen your
But
hoop, your hoop with your brothers. We know how you get.
but the catch-22 is Trey trying to be funny, but it's cool. But the catch-22 is like Devontae said, I'm running with them, so
Right.
you don't have an excuse.
Right.
I'm not even missing layups. Y'all are, but I want this for y'all. That's bad. I'm going to run with you. So what is your excuse? And I'm not doing it at 2 a.m. And I'm not having y'all run 8 to 10 miles per hour because that's egregious. That's a lot of yeah. But this is Brandon Marshall, so I'm not surprised that he's wilding.
Well, so this is what I was gonna ask. All right, and let me put 53. Do you put any stock into him having? He has
CTE.
mental. No, he has like borderline personality disorder. So, like, I mean, I look at it a little differently because it's like, it's 2 a.m., bro. I don't care. Listen, bro, he might not have school. Let me put that down real quick. Hold on 1 second. Just in case. All right. He might be out of school. Kid might be out of school. Bro, it's 2 a.m. Why are you doing anything to discipline your child at 2 a.m.? There's nothing in the world he could have done so bad where you have him running outside at 2 a.m. against his will. Because it's not like he's like, yo, dad, let's go out. I want to run. If that's the case, that's a little different. But you're disciplining him, one. You're in a car, two. Nigga, you talking all this cash shit from the inside of a car. He's not training to be a boxer. Get your ass outside of the car. Oh, I said, oh, gosh.
Keep going.
Trey, I told you, just keep going.
I'm sorry. No, I seen him.
I just watch him slowly reach for the pen.
I seen him do that, and I see you drop your head, and I said, damn, I know I said something wrong. But no, he's talking all this cash shit, and he's inside of a car, so I don't really respect it. One, you're filming your kid who clearly doesn't want to be filmed, because if he did, he would have been looking at you. Two, and then you're telling him you're going to run 3 more miles. Dog, it's 2 a.m., so you're setting your kid up to get to the point where even if he is, or he does become great, and whatever the case is, he's going to get to a point where he's telling you, fuck you. Like, there's nothing that bad I could have did in this neighborhood for you to have me outside running at 2 in the morning. 4 in the morning, that's different. I woke you up. Not I'm keeping you out late as hell. Like, that just don't make no sense to me. And that's coming off of Father's Day, so it's like, dog, like, why would you film that? That was weird.
Well, I was kind of on board with you too, because first thing I thought is, man, this dude got CTE or something, because like this is just wild in itself. Like 2 o'clock in the morning is crazy. I mean, and like you said, there ain't nothing your kid did that bad unless it was at that moment. And secondly, why would you be up at that moment? Just go to bed.
Right. Yeah, bro.
It's
go to sleep, all of y'all.
Yeah, and then secondly, if you rewind that back, at one point when he's telling the kid, hey, you keep doing this, we're going to run 3 miles. The kid kind of ran closer to the cart, like if he wanted to get ran over or something, or he was about to just risk it all. Like, you could tell the kid just didn't want to be
he was doing
around his dad. He didn't show no, like, okay, dad, and tried to speed up. This dude was at the same pace, just swinging the arms.
I used to do
And
that.
fucking
That's I don't want to be here no more. Yeah, he looked young as hell, right?
Yeah, he got it. He looked like maybe like 7, 8 years old.
Coming off of Father's Day, talking about how another father, it just seems like, listen, I love Rick Brunson. I love what he's done with Jalen Brunson. But it just seems like Rick Brunson does not, he can't
fuck with his son at all, bro.
He can't give Jalen Brunson no credit.
At all, bro.
So it first started, I was on noticing when they were at the desk with Chuck and Shaq, and they were talking about the best Knicks ever, and he was like, "Oh, I still got to give it to Patrick Ewing because blah 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 blah." And I understood it because the psychology behind it was Patrick Ewing helped kind of raise. He didn't help raise him, but he was around Jalen Brunson being raised, and Patrick Ewing is Patrick Ewing. If you grew up in that time, so I get it. I was like, all right, cool. But then he got on Chicago, and he started grifting, and I don't really know how I feel about this. Like, I feel like at some point you should pick your son, especially if he won an NBA championship. But here's Rick Brunson.
Derrick Rose, and I know that Jalen played with Derrick too.
Derrick, he knew when he did that. He said, "I'm definitely not picking Jalen." He said, "Woo!"
Since you're so honest, and you coached Derrick Rose, and I know that Jalen played with Derrick too. Derrick Rose prime before his injury, Jalen Brunson prime, game of 1-on-1. Who wins?
I'm gonna have to sub in and help Jalen, man. That's the baddest guy I've ever played with, coach. Derrick Rose is the best. Like, and my son and Derrick have an unbelievable relationship. But prime Derrick, no one was better than prime Derrick. Nobody. That's me. Maybe I'm biased, but nobody.
Do I have to remind you of Jalen's stats in Game 5 of the NBA Finals to win a championship? That is, like, for Derrick to hear that, or to anyone in Chicago to hear that, that is really just your high love praise for Derrick. High praise, yeah.
How soon do we forget? Because I've sat there when Derrick carried the Bulls, to Miami. Obviously we didn't beat that. We didn't get to the championship. But what are you, prime Derrick Rose?
Yeah.
No, he the best that I've ever seen as a point guard in this era. Nah, prime Derrick is.
He didn't even give Jalen Brunson a thought. Like, nah, not my son that just won an NBA championship. How do y'all feel about this?
LeVar Ball would never.
Yeah. But then again,
that's really.
But then again, to his point, LeVar Ball would never. But LeVar Ball's sons will never reach the success that Jalen Brunson has.
That's cool. That's fine. I don't care about none of that. You said it's coming off Father's Day.
It is.
I just won a championship, dropped 45 to do it at the Mecca, the team that you couldn't win with, and you going to sit up and say, hey, you're the coach. It's not even like when Mans was just coaching from the fucking sideline. You was right there. You was sitting next to me. Right. You had to tell Mike Brown, hey, put my son in. Like, at some point, Mike Brown told Jalen Brunson's dad, point to your son. Get him over there at the scorer's table. Get him in there. And then, after the game 5 that is, I know the video you're referring to. Me and my dad, we talked about it too. It was like, that came out of nowhere. Like, it was unprompted.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, I kind of love my son a little bit, but if you asking me Knicks of all time, yeah, Patrick Ewing got me up there. No one asked you. Literally, no one asked you. I watched it 3 times to make sure no one asked him. They didn't. So I don't understand where that came from. This is more egregious. Because you mean to tell me nobody was beating prime Derrick Rose? I'm not taking away from Derrick Rose's greatness, bro. We all know what could have been and what he was, right? But if nobody was beating him, how come he ain't got no ring? That's all I'm saying.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
Prime Derrick Rose, prime Jalen Brunson. I'm taking Jalen Brunson.
I don't understand. It makes sense if one of us got on this show and said, nah, I'm taking prime Derrick Rose because of nostalgia. And it's just different when your dad, who was also your assistant coach, just unpromptedly got on air and was like, nah, ooh, nobody is beating prime Derrick Rose. He didn't even say no disrespect to my son.
Right.
He just said immediately, prime Derrick Rose.
He said
But
he
y'all
All
didn't
right,
see
bro.
this happening before.
Woo.
This was
Exactly.
because I thought they was trolling before, like when they did the NBA All Star and they was doing their little like they was on the same team doing a little like New York, blah blah blah. You know what I'm talking about?
Him and his
When he
dad.
was doing a Y'all didn't see the NBA All-Star thing?
I think I remember seeing that where he was.
Oh yeah.
It was that the skills challenge, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
And Jalen was kind of like standoffish with his dad, so you knew some type of relationship shit was there. But then I thought about it from another standpoint too, because like as a dad, especially if you feel like your son might be getting a big head or he's like nah, hear me out on this, right? If you feel like your son might be getting a big head or he feels like he reached that like pinnacle of success that there's nothing else he can do, you try to kind of push him for more. Like my dad used to do it to me all the time. Like you never let your son kind of like beat you basically, right? Like you got to keep that one ahead, and it's not to like in New York term kind of like sun them. Like it's not to make them like feel less than or whatever, but it's to keep pushing them for more greatness. You know what I mean? In a way, he could be kind of doing that, but then at the same time, I kind of feel like just not showing him no love at all. Like not even like a little bit of he's getting close, but he's not there. Like that part, I think is a little crazy.
And
I would also take Derrick Rose off for
Jalen Brunson.
though. Yeah,
I think Jalen Brunson
is
is a better shooter. Than
Yeah,
Derrick
I think
Rose.
so. But I think like as far as like finishing at the rim and everything, and like
that's different.
Just overall tough. Yeah,
I would take Jalen Brunson just because I think his bag is a little bit more diverse. But either or, I don't really have a problem with this. I just think it's funny because I ultimately think this is the relationship that him and his dad have. I think it's like a push and pull, like love hate. They argue on the sideline. I think it's just the type of relationship they have, and I don't think Jalen Brunson would see this and be like, you know, what? I think he would just probably agree or be like, man, this nigga's tripping. But I think the freedom that he has to kind of not always pick his son, I get it because he has more of an objective standpoint. As a father, if that was me, yeah, my son just came off of winning the ring. He's definitely better than Derrick Rose, right? Like, and Derrick Rose ain't gonna play him today, so all we could do is speculate. All we could do is say who's the better player in their prime, and you look at the numbers and shit like that, and you might say Derrick Rose or you might say Jalen Brunson. But I just thought it was funny coming off of Father's Day and just seeing like all these fathers just berating their sons. Like it's like no love. Like it's kind of interesting. So
or it's tough love. I mean, the Brandon Marshall one, yeah, that one is different. But this one, I feel like it could be seen as tough love. Like,
yeah, it can be.
You know what I mean? Like, or they have that competition because they both played in the NBA,
right.
And it's like, hey, well, now I got a championship, so I got one over on you. Yeah, okay, well, you're still not the best there ever was. You know what I mean? Like, there's still plenty of people better than you, so he could be trying to kind of like put him down in that way.
And I think they operate like that because there was a roommates with Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart podcast where they had Tom Thibodeau on, and he was like, Tom, do you think I would beat my dad in my prime versus my dad? Who would win? You know what I'm saying? So it's like it seems like they have a healthy competition, but like that's crazy. Derrick Rose, I'm picking my son before I pick Derrick Rose. And last but not least, we got to get to these stupid athletes because there's no NFL this week. There's no NFL news. But after last week, we saw Daryl Baker Jr. tell us that making $5,500 a week was not enough money and it was not being rich. He also told us that making six figures did not consider him rich. So I triple and double down, or I double that with former cornerback of the Cleveland Browns, Joe Hayden. Joe Hayden goes on whatever podcast this is because I don't know. I didn't do any research, and I'm gonna read what he said, and then I'm gonna play the clip. But basically, Joe Hayden was going to say that he signed a 5-year, $50 million contract, and he said he had about $26.6 million guaranteed, life-changing money. But But he also said people have no idea how quickly an NFL contract disappears once taxes and family expenses hit, as if family expenses are a part of the expense. So he said his first year he got a $12 million signing bonus. Devontae, you're the math guy, right? So make sure in your head you're doing these numbers. After taxes, he said it was about $7 million. The first thing he did was get his parents a $3 million house. And then he bought $1 million house. So right away, $5 million was gone. And then he brought his brother some cars. He bought himself a penthouse, even though he already bought $1 million house. He got a Range Rover Sport. He got a Bentley GT. So when people hear $50 million and you think $50 million is sitting in the bank, that's not how it works. You look up, and after all that, you realize you only have about $1 million left. You start understanding real quick that a $50 million contract is not $50 million. And that's why so many NFL players go broke.
You hear when I signed for $50 million, right? I signed 5 years, $50 million. I get 26.6 guaranteed. My first year in the league, I make 12.6 million. I get a $12 million signing bonus. I touched them motherfuckers for $7 million, right? Off the rip. I think I signed for $50 million. Like me, everybody here is like, Joe signed $50 million. He got $50 million. It goes to the point where, like, now it is what it is. I'm telling you, we didn't have bread. So, mom and dad, boom, $3 million after taxes, cash. What y'all need, mom and dad? I gave mom and dad $3 million.
Ooh, big, that's like, a flex right there.
Yeah, gave my mom and dad $3 million after taxes, basically $6 million. Gave my mom and dad $3 million. Boom, y'all can have that. Then bought my mom and dad $1 million house.
Hold on, Devontae, is that how that works? You gotta unmute yourself.
Your mic, you muted.
Unmute it.
You're muted, bro.
Yeah. I was zoomed in. I was zoomed in on the screen because I was trying to figure out the money that he was saying when it was. Yeah. Whatever. No, I've never seen 50% of your money getting taken out through tax. That's $6 million turns into $3 million.
Hold on.
No, I never heard.
So
of
you gave him $3 million and bought him the house. Oh, you were.
So he. This nigga's his head is filled with a bag of rocks. I'm gonna keep real.
Oh yeah. House was $1 million.
And that's, you know what? That's the problem right there with black folks. For him to say that he gave his parents $3 million and then bought him $1 million home, and for him to say, "Oh, you a real one, nigga, what? You're real stupid."
$3 million and bought him the house. Oh, you a real one.
Oh yeah. House was $1 million. So now basically that's giving mom and dad $3 million cash, $5 million. Me and my little brothers. Yeah.
That's $4, right?
This dude missing a whole $1 million.
Obviously, little brothers need whips. They buy all my little bros whips. Then me. I got $50 million now, don't I? You know what I'm saying? So I caught me a nice penthouse. I get me a penthouse and 2 whips. Give me a Range Rover Sport and a Bentley GT. Off the rip. You know what I'm saying? So now, bro, looking at 12.6, that's really 7. That's now after my folks and everything. Well, that's like, man, what you got in the bank? $1 million?
$1 million.
$1 million? You know what I'm saying? After like, it's 12.5. So that's 12.5 out of the 26 million that's guaranteed. So now I got another 14 million that's coming in. That's really 7. You know what I'm saying? So like, you got one tucked after 12 million. So you think you got a goddamn 50? No. Just the easy way the math goes like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to start really getting to fucking get hip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I can see how people that aren't hip.
Nah, this agent either robbed him or something, because this math ain't mathing, dog. Like, that shit don't make no sense. That shit don't make no sense at all. Like,
maybe he's including the fees, like the fees.
Well, yeah,
don't they have like a furlough account or something like that, or some
yeah,
shit?
Well, you also pay taxes in whatever state you enter to play the games. Plus, you got to pay your tax of where your home base is, because since they travel, seeing that he's in Ohio, right? He played for the Browns. You said, like, they have state tax, and then you'll pay federal on top of that. Like, somebody in Texas, I think Texas and Florida might be the only 2 that don't have state tax.
It's only federal, yeah.
Yeah, so like, you would make out in those type of games, but none of this shit still makes sense. I mean, the dude is missing a whole $1 million.
Yeah,
and then like, he's smiling about the shit right now.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I bought my boys a couple whips. Got this, got that. Like, bro, you broke. You broke.
So, Dame, do you want to add to that really quickly? Because I got another. I'm a level up on that one. Or no?
I was just gonna say he sounded like Gangstalicious.
He do.
So I couldn't really focus on the incorrect math because he sounded like Gangstalicious. But go ahead. That's all you.
So I'm gonna level. I'm gonna double down, or I'm gonna add to whatever that was. Right. So NFL player. This is Lou Will, professional trick Lou Will. Lou Will says an average NBA player goes broke because $5 million isn't a lot of money. You make $5 million, 2.5 of that is gone. You got agent fees, that's another $50,000, and then you have NBA Player Association dues. The fee is $15,000 to $20,000 a year, and that we're able to get our health care with all that. Then you have your personal staff. Financial advisor is probably 1%. An agent at a high number is going like 4%. Before you look up, you have $1.4 million off of 5. Then you have the mansions, jewelry, girlfriend, and Chanel bags. Before you know it, you're not a millionaire anymore.
The 4 years, then the following 5 years, they go broke.
Easy numbers game, bro.
Yeah.
Easy numbers game. I do it like this. You make $5 million, 2.5 of that gone. You got agent fees, probably another 50 of that gone. You got your dues. A lot of people don't know we got dues.
I would like to be, before I keep playing it, why is everybody saying half of their money is gone?
Yeah, I gotta figure that out too, because
is this true?
I don't know. Maybe if you're because I could have swore the rich get a bigger tax break than everybody. So I'm not sure. There's no state that takes 50% of your income in taxes. Nah, like even down here, like if you're doing federal and state, usually it's around like 21 to 22% on the high end of what they would take out of your pay.
Right, with both.
Yeah, so like I don't know where the hell they getting half.
And everybody looks so cool saying it. Look at Joe Hayden. Look at this nigga Lou Will. Everybody looks so cool saying how stupid they are. Like, why you figuring out I'm gonna keep playing
for the MVPA? So yeah, you got dudes. So everybody put their money in the pot. So you figure you got 450 NBA players. I think the dues is 15 to 20 grand a year. Everybody put it in the pot. That's how we able to get our health care and all of that type of shit.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you got dues. Then you got your personal staff. Right. So I'm talking about just the staff of financial advisor. That's probably 1%. Agent at a high number is gonna get 4%.
Right.
But you can negotiate from 1 to 4.
Okay.
So before you look up, you probably at 1.5 million off of 5 with nothing. Dang. And these Benzes that we keep talking about in these mansions and shit, these girlfriends and these Chanel bags. Before you know it, you not a millionaire no more.
Right.
You a high thousandaire. On paper, you can tell a motherfucker, fuck you, I'm a millionaire.
Right.
In real life, a lot of that pie gone.
All right, Dave, you didn't get to fully share. Go ahead, man.
I don't need to. I'm gonna start sounding like Uncle Ruckus if I really dig deep and talk about what. I'm with y'all. How you go from I got 50 mil, then half of that's gone. Damn, you didn't even try. You fight back, get back on defense. I guess I don't know what to tell you because what do you mean it's gone already?
So
yeah, no, they just financially illiterate, bro.
I think they're financially illiterate, but so y'all all know the story about Marshawn Lynch and how like he saved his money. This is him talking about it. And out of all people in the league that have ever played, one would have thought maybe
what I noticed was
the most financially sound individual just because of stereotypes, prejudices.
The money that I was making from off the field, that was the money that I was using to finance my life. And then at the end of the day, it was like, oh, well, I'll go over here. I got Tuesday off. On an off day, what would you really do? Probably go take care of your body, you know what I mean, chill, you know what I mean, or whatever. But those were the days where I would go and do work with these brands, and I go get a bag on my day off. And that started to add up. So I'm like, well, yeah, all right. I'll take my day off and go do some work over here for 3-4 hours. You know what I mean? Bring in, you feel me though, maybe a couple $100 bands or something. And then I can just go eat off of that. And I don't even have to even worry or look at my game check. yeah, all right. And then what it clicked to me was like, oh, I can do this and I can use this like the dope game. And then it was just more about like stacking, and putting away. And I mean, after a few years of that, you know what I mean, when I'm looking at my account and it's like, oh, okay, well, I didn't put away, you know what I mean, majority of my money from on the field with playing, and I'm really over here playing with off the field money. And that, to me, that was just like, that was like free money because I liked it. You know what I mean? Going to go work with these brands, because at the same time I was able to show my personality and who I was.
Complete difference. Complete difference in thought and ideology. Like, yeah. I'm glad he did that. Go ahead.
They're not wrong, though. It says between 42 to 46% they get taxed.
Okay, so they get taxed pretty much half of their
Yeah, it says they got federal income tax is 37% on the highest end.
Okay.
So like in a situation where it's like 5 million, it's 1.5 to 1.6 million that they would lose out. And then they have state and local tax, with the highest being in California, which will be 13% tax. So I mean, with the 37 plus 13,
that's about a
50.
Okay. All right.
But then they have a jock tax too. So whenever they practice in another city, for however many days they're in that city, they got to pay taxes. That's what it says on here.
Okay.
Okay, I stand corrected. My fault.
That still don't make sense to me. I'm sorry. Because if go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say that it doesn't make sense, because even though you have all that stuff taken out, you know that off the rip. So like, if you know that you're making $5 million and you really have 2, or in Joe Hayden's case you got 12 but you're really making 7 or whatever he said, why the fuck would you give your parents $3 million in cash? Why would you not just give them $1 million in cash and then take care of them? Like because the $3 million and then buying $1 million home doesn't make sense, because the upkeep on $1 million home is going to be expensive. So you're going to spend more money down the line, and the $3 million that you're spending on $1 million home ain't going to keep up with the home. Like that don't make no sense. And then they say, well, I had to get my brothers a car. No, you didn't. You didn't have to. So we have to stop making it seem like these are things that we had to do, because I saw another clip and I didn't want to bring it in, but it was J.J. Watt. When J.J. Watt got his $100 million contract, he said he had to Google what the fuck to spend $100 million on. What do you do with $100 million? So his perspective wasn't, well, I'm going to go and give my parents $4 million. And, it doesn't make any sense to me. I just figured I'd bring that up to just...
Yeah, financial literacy is ridiculous. I mean, to be honest, I mean, you see this in the world, even like the non-superstars. People will get a raise at their job and then start spending more because they got a raise at their job and they think that it can overcompensate. What you're really supposed to do with that is to keep either invest in it or you save it. You treat your lifestyle like if it's the same until you get to that point where you have enough funds. I mean, just to speak to it to a certain point, so you can buy $1 million house, right? You can pay that shit off, do whatever. Some people say it's if the house itself was $1 million, you still got escrow shit that goes into there. So you still got your tax, your insurance, blah, 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 right? When you pay that house off, you never fully own your house anyways. You still got to pay taxes on it. So it depends on what the mill rate is. It depends on what your insurance rate is, because you remember, you're paying by square footage on top of that. Right. So as much as everybody wants to get to own their house, which can reduce your insurance down a little bit because now you own something the same way you own a car and you can get just liability on it, you're still going to wind up having big ass bills to pay. You get what I'm saying? It's that mentality of, oh, I got this chunk of change and I'm just going to spend it on whatever. I almost made that dumb decision just recently. I sat there and I paid off 2 cars, and I'm watching everybody else pull up with these new cars, and I'm like, damn, man, I got this 2015. It's time for me to get a new car. I got all these people hyping me up, but then it's like, why?
Right.
It's just going to get me from point A to point B, And at the end of the day, if I can pay this house off, I'll probably have even more money than what I have, and then I'll go get whatever car I want if I need it. Because to be honest, I ain't flashy like that, but it's that mindset, and it's also the circle that you keep around you. If you got people that want to be flashy, because that's what almost got me, is I'm watching all these guys that I work with pulling up with these brand new BMWs and Suburbans and Audis and stuff like that, Teslas, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, damn, I got this fucking GMC that just made me catch sunburn, you know, like. Like, I'm sitting here working on my car, and these dudes got these brand new ones. They don't have no problems. But then I kind of get grounded back with my family, and they all have, like, older cars, too. But we have a different mentality. It's saving money because you're trying to, like, protect your family, not help them for the moment and then kind of leave them to die at the end. Because if he can't afford that house at the end... Like, at the end of the day, if once that contract's out and you can't afford that house no more with the taxes and all of that, now what? Mama's going back to whatever she was at because you're going to have to sell that house in order to kind of at least keep some type of money. You know what I mean? So it's all about the mentality, and a lot of these athletes have that mentality of, oh, well, I got all this money, so I'm going to just spend it on whatever. I mean, look at Joe Hayden. This dude was wearing fucking Cuban. You didn't see the fucking necklace? What was that, VVS?
Yeah. And I think it sounds like him and everyone else kind of understood how to use their money, but I just think it puts out a poor narrative. Like,
yeah,
$5 million ain't a lot of money, or $200 million ain't a lot of money. Like, yes, it is. You're in the 1%, bro. It's a lot of money. Like, so any final thoughts?
If people
Dave?
could survive off of $5,000 a month, you can't tell me that you can't survive off of. What was that dude making from
50? He was making
5,500.
He's making 211 million, 211 grand in what? How long is the season? 8 months.
Yeah, I think it was like we're just gonna say 26 weeks of labor just for the fuck of it.
And people making 60,000 or 30,000 a year and they surviving. Like, bro, y'all doing too much.
Close us out, Dame, and then we'll go to the NBA.
I think one important note that you mentioned earlier about Marshawn Lynch and the stereotypes, he went to UC Berkeley. Of course, that man was going to come out with some financial literacy. So
yeah,
but that's all I got.
Yeah. Compared to these other clowns. All right, so we're gonna get into the NBA. As we know, the NBA draft happened. Milwaukee made a trade. They traded. Which one else? Well, let's talk about the Milwaukee trade. So, Giannis Antetokounmpo and Bobby Portis are now on the Miami Heat. They are now officially Miami Heat members. For those people who are Miami Heat fans, you should be jumping for joy. None of us are here. But they traded Giannis Antetokounmpo and Bobby Portis to the Miami Heat for Tyler Hero, Khalil Ware, Jaime Jaquez Jr., Kaspara, whatever, three first-round picks, including the 13, one pick swap, and a second rounder. How do you guys feel about this trade? Who wins in the trade, and so on and so forth?
Hey, real quick, Devontae, do you know how to say that man's last name?
Antetokounmpo.
Okay.
All
right.
Antetokounmpo.
All right, I was just asking.
What did you say?
I think I said
Not
Antetokounmpo.
No, you did not say Antetokounmpo.
You did not say. You didn't say anything close to that.
Yes, I did. The first time I said it, Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You did not. That's cool. It's cool. You trying to gaslight me, and that's not gonna work. But you got the floor, Devontae.
Cool for the Heat. They keep managing to sign some big name every 10 years or so. I just wonder if Bobby Portis' eyes was even any wider than what they. That's why I kept going like this. When he found out, I'm out of Milwaukee and I'm going to Miami.
I'm out this bitch.
I don't know, man. I don't really have no feelings about that trade because who are the Heat gonna have now? It's kind of like the Jimmy Butler experience all over again.
No, come on, don't be disrespectful.
No. I'm not even trying to be funny. It's a big name superstar, but then you need a bunch of role players. And who are they gonna have?
I don't think
Bam.
So,
him and Bam gonna be banging for the ball down below because fucking now you gonna have me doing it. Giannis. I think you said Antetokounmpo or something.
I said Antetokounmpo. Yeah.
No, you didn't. That's what I said.
That's what I just said, bro.
We just gonna say Giannis. The Greek Freak is a paint person. He's not an outside shooter like that. So now you're gonna have two bigs just dominating the paint. It's gonna crowd the floor. Nah.
Well, because Bam is a space player. He doesn't play strictly back to the. Excuse me, sorry. He doesn't play strictly back to the basket, so he can expand the floor. Their starting lineup now would be well, this is the thing. Well, no, Hero's gone, but it's the thing because they don't know if they're gonna be able to re-sign Norman Powell. But just to assume that Norman Powell is on the team, it'll be Davion Mitchell, Norman Powell, Andrew Wiggins, Giannis, and Bam. That'll be their starting five. But obviously they're gonna make some pickups in the offseason, so we'll see how that goes. I feel like the Heat are gonna end up finishing in the top 5 of the East with this alone, just simply because Giannis will have help. I don't feel like he's ever had any pure help, and y'all know how I feel about Bam. I don't think Bam is as great as the 83-point game would show. But I will say that with having a superstar like Giannis, they're going to be able to feed off of each other. And honestly, all they need to do now is just surround that team with shooters. They don't even have to have names. Like, they can have, they're floating around Klay Thompson. It could be Dalton Knecht. It could be anybody that could shoot a 3-ball. Because what's going to happen is the Heat are going to drive so much that they're going to their teams are going to force them to kick. If they can make shots, then it'll be good. So I think they'll finish in the top 5 next year. And will they make a run? I don't know. We'll have to see what they do as far as like who they end up picking up. If they lose Norman Powell, it definitely will be something to watch. But you know, we'll see what happens. But I do like the trade. I think the Heat are going to be relevant again, which is good for basketball.
I agree with that.
I think it's prophetic that Dojo Man. What?
Who? I was waiting for you to talk. I wasn't looking at the thing, so I was like, go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, I said I think it's prophetic that Dojo Man up there in Boston. He that he didn't get what he wanted. You know, Boston fucked themselves 5 ways from Sunday, talking about we're gonna get Giannis just for Jaylen Brown to try to force his way out of Boston. And now it's like, just kidding. Like, you got to go back to work tomorrow. Like, just kidding. Like, my fault. Hey guys, what you? No, it's that good. Any reason for Boston to be fucked in any way, shape, or form? Team wise, city wise, who gives a shit, bro? Baked beans wise, for all I care. Fuck Boston in every which way. So,
God damn.
I'm fine with that. But what it's going to come down to is because we already know the script is being written, and they're probably in the revision room right now as the draft is finishing up.
Okay, talk to us.
It's definitely going to be Heat versus Celtics in the second round. Somehow, some way, it's going to be Heat Celtics second round. Going to see if Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum found a way to get along with each other. By the time we get to the playoffs, Heat, they're going to have figured their defense out. Like, to your point of, you don't even need to have big names, just have some shooters out there.
That's it.
The defense is going to work itself out. Bam is, pretty decent at defense. I'm not going to say he's an offensive threat, but defense, fine. And to your point, Giannis Antetokounmpo, he can play both the perimeter and in the paint. So defense, as they said, wins championships, right?
Yep.
So whenever it matters, I think it's going to happen. And they're either going to meet second round or they're going to be that 4-5 matchup in the first round. One of those two. They're going to meet in the playoffs somehow, because that's how the script is being written up until this point. I don't see no other way around it. So, yeah. Good on Giannis for getting to Miami. No thoughts, no rebuttal, no smart ass remarks.
Nah, man.
I had to blow my nose, man. I thought someone would be able to carry it. But I agree. I'm just kind of I want to see how this plays out because I do agree that the Celtics kind of shot themselves in the foot, but I don't think they're gonna keep Jaylen Brown. I still think they still have time to shop him. They still have time to trade him. They were talking about the Clippers and all this other stuff. So I don't know if they could keep him. Like, if I'm being honest with you, I don't know if after all of that, he was the NBA Finals MVP. I don't know if you could, reconcile that connection. Like, I think it's over. I think they have to trade him, and I think they're going to end up doing it soon, just because of how he felt about it being his team. He wants his own team, blah, 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 blah. Like,
where to?
I think the Clippers, or if it ain't the Clippers, I mean, he don't. So here's the thing, right? I don't think he has a no trade clause, so he really has no choice. Wherever they decide to send him, they'll send him. So, but I do think the LA Clippers would be an ideal situation for him, and he would get to play out there with Kawhi, and that'll be it. That'll be it because they could take on his contract.
What about the Hawks? Because he's from Atlanta. I don't care about the Hawks.
Or that too.
No, he's from Atlanta.
Or that too, but I do think if he goes to Atlanta, I think he would really fuck up that chemistry they got going on down there. Because Atlanta,
Ant Edwards.
Huh?
What about Ant Edwards? Because he's also from Atlanta.
No. Oh, Ant Edwards going to Atlanta?
Yeah, because he's also from Atlanta. Because I know his contract's up soon. Or what if they decide to trade him? Because they're getting rid of everybody else anyway. So
right. So I think to your point, Ant Edwards goes to Atlanta, it's a better fit than Jaylen Brown going to Atlanta, just because Ant Edwards is a he's a playmaker. So like he doesn't have to necessarily dominate every time to hit for the impact to be felt. I think Jaylen Brown has to have the ball to feel worth. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the greatest I felt being a leader with Jason Tatum hurt. Like, he needs that type of like security where I don't think Ant Edwards does. So we'll see what happens, but I think Jaylen Brown's gone. He's gone.
Yeah, I mean, how bad do you really not want to be in Boston that you are trying to go to Milwaukee? So
that is wild to say out loud. But I hear what you're saying.
Yeah. If I'm any GM and I'm making calls right now, it will be the Spurs.
Jaylen Brown to the Spurs?
Yep. If I'm any GM, because they got young.
He can't stay in America. Fox can't.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're going for the young draft capital. You might try to take Harper or somebody like that.
Bro, you said him to the Spurs? Why to the Spurs?
I said if I'm any GM and I'm the Spurs GM in this situation, I would try to snatch him because you were right there. All you needed was somebody that can ball handle, and he clearly shown that he can do that.
Do what? He could ball handle?
Bro, did you not see the Celtics overperformed this year by far?
Jaylen Brown still don't got a left. I think him going to the Spurs, like, listen, I think the only thing the Spurs need to do is get rid of De'Aaron Fox. That's it. Find someone to replace him. They don't need another star to come to San Antonio. They have 3 stars that they should be focused on developing. If you bring anybody in that situation, you're going to fuck up the growth. Like, that's why De'Aaron Fox, like, it was even when they first signed him, I was like, why would they sign him and they have Steph Castle? That doesn't make any sense. They play the same position. And then they're like, oh, do 2-guard system. And then I see them draft Dylan Harper. And then I got to see Dylan Harper play, and I'm like, well, they don't really need Fox. In the regular season and in the offseason, they don't need him. Backup point, they don't need him at all. If you bring in a Jaylen Brown, he's going to need the ball. He's going to dominate the ball. He's going to take away from Wemby. He's not a consistent 3-point shooter. He's
a good defender.
He's a good defender and a slasher. So it's like, yeah, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of one of those things where if you Jaylen Brown got to be on his own team where you build around Jaylen Brown, or else him being, because we see it, because he's playing with Jason Tatum. Why would he have an issue playing with Jason Tatum when Jason Tatum is probably one of the most non-demanding superstars that we have? He can't even play with him.
Yeah, but I think part of that problem was they came in around the same time. They grew up together. This dude wins the MVP. It's kind of back to that like Rick Brunson and Jalen Brunson thing. Who's the father? Who's the son of this team, basically? Because at the end of the day, I did all of this, but you're getting all the praise.
Right.
You know, when everybody looks at the Celtics, there ain't nobody saying, "Oh, Jaylen Brown and the Celtics," until this year when Tatum was out. It's Tatum's team. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I can't really see it. He wants to win too. He's not trying to sit there and be no loser. You know what I mean? So, I mean, if it's me, the Spurs have a lot of young pieces, and what the Celtics do well is wind up bringing in talent that's underdeveloped, and then they develop it, and then they wind up dispersing those people anyways.
Okay.
So if it was me, and you got to look, Castles, like if you undo anybody, you could technically go Castle. Castle played for UConn, has already that fan base over here. So why wouldn't
Castle to Boston?
Boston ain't gonna be like a big powerhouse, I don't think. Because they need more. They don't have enough. They're living off of what they did a couple years ago, and now once you won that championship, you already knew that that team was going to wind up dispersing because it was too many Chiefs, not enough Indians.
Right, which is why I don't think I think Jaylen Brown needs his own team, and then you build around him and let him be the star. Because other than that,
honestly, where would you go though?
Milwaukee.
You see what I'm saying? But how? Yeah, how bad did he want it that he wanted to get out of Boston that bad?
I don't know, but it don't make sense. He got the perfect situation. Why the fuck would you become? Why the hell would you do the antics and do the shit you want to do if you're in a perfect situation? Which tells me that he's more selfish than we kind of give him grace for. Like he's not as he's not Jason Tatum, huh?
Is he though?
Yeah, bro. Put like this. If we did this show, right? We do this show, and if I went on Twitch and I was like, yeah, man, you know, Devontae wasn't there today. It felt great just being able to carry the conversation. Like it was great. Like, you know, I had a great time.
Tell me how you really feel.
I'm just all right. That's how you will feel, right? So imagine how Jason Tatum felt hearing that Jaylen Brown was talking about this is the best season he's had as a NBA player and the most fun he's had as an NBA player, which kind of coincides with the fact that Jason Tatum was out the whole year.
No,
from a torn ACL. So this is the most fun you've had, and we won a chip together, bro. That's a slap in my face.
You know what I think it is, though? You know what I think it is? Is honestly, it goes back to when they won that championship. Then it goes back to the Olympics where Devin White wind up getting on, or Derek White wind up getting on the team, even though he won Finals MVP and had the better numbers. And then Tatum was on the team, but yeah, I'm the Finals MVP. That's when the rift like fully went into effect.
But that's not Jason Tatum's fault.
I know it's not Jason Tatum's fault. But then peep this. This reminds me a lot of LeBron and Kyrie together. Because Kyrie wanted to do it on his own, and then look what happened. So
he had to do it on his own.
Yeah, but then he went around teams that had other players. I think Brown is kind of doing the same thing. He needs to find the fit for him. You can't have both of those guys that came in around the same time. You're always going to feel alpha. You're always going to try to compete against each other like that. And some people, it brings iron sharpens iron. Either you're going to bring the best out of each other or somebody's going to kind of buckle down.
But why would you? This is the thing. If we came into this together, why would you be competing with me if we're on the same team? About being
because
the alphas. And you won. So this is the thing, right? You won the NBA Finals MVP. I didn't win as the best player on the team. You won. So you won and you still weren't satisfied. You won and you still wanted to be. That's like AJ. You know what? AJ Brown, Jaylen Brown, AJ Brown. They might be cousins. How do you win at the highest level and the most fun you've had is not with the team that you won with? The best team you've played with. That's not the best. That's the most fun I've ever had was on winning teams. And I've had fun on some losing teams too, but the most fun was when we was whooping niggas' asses because I fuck with them. Because I'm a team player. I did not want to be the star. It didn't matter to me. But if you wanted to be the star, AJ Brown, Jaylen Brown, and now, okay, well, I prayed to be a patriot. Like, pray to the heavens. I got my Jesus piece out. Like, what? Dog, what? You won a fucking Super Bowl, and you're telling me that being a Patriot is the best feeling in your life? Jaylen Brown, the best feeling in your life was playing on a team, being the star player when you didn't win? When y'all lost a 3-1? Y'all lost 3-1 to the 76ers who got swept. That was the most fun you've had as a player?
I think
Are you fucking kidding me, nigga?
Well, I think that he's really in that too of them trying to. So he might have won Finals MVP, but that didn't mean shit. Especially in his eyes. No. Listen. In his eyes, it didn't mean shit because at the end of the day, he got slighted off of all those other lists. Tatum got the praise for everything, and everybody still felt this was Tatum's team. Now, let me ask you something, right? We all buy sneakers and shit, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Who? If I tell you, yo, I'm going to go get those new Tatums, right. I ain't never hear of me somebody saying, I don't even know if Brown got a damn shoe.
I've never heard anybody say it. Let me go. Let me go.
But you know he has a
commercial.
He has a Jordan deal. Yeah, you know he has.
So you know what?
You get what I'm saying? So he's always felt like the second fiddle.
Hey, guess what? Go to your own team in Sacramento. Go to your own team in Portland. Go to your own team in Washington. Go to a team that is ass, and you could be the star player and a loser over there because that's what you want. Be the star player and be a fucking loser because you want that more than you want to win championships. And if that's important to you, then that's great. But Jason Tatum didn't say a word. He didn't say a word when he won Finals MVP. He didn't say anything bad about this dude publicly. Maybe behind the scenes, we don't know it. So Jaylen Brown, you want to be a star, you want the accolades, you want first NBA, you want to win a champ. Go be your own fucking star on a shitty team, nigga, and go get it out the mud.
I know where you should go. Dallas Mavericks got a new coach from Michigan. There's no star player. It'll be the Dallas Mavericks.
It's the Dallas Mavericks too. Fuck you, Dame.
Oh, it's okay. You're up to like 8 now, and I let like 3 of them slide because you was for the passionate.
I didn't say. That was the only time I said the N-word.
Nah, I've been tallying them, bro. I promise.
Damn, you was writing it down. I tried not to say anything. I saw a couple.
Wow.
I put it down here, but I was like, some of my let slide because I'm like, yeah, he on a bender. I'm gonna let it slide.
Each week we're changing the tallier. We're changing next week. I'm doing. Yep, next week I'm doing. Yep,
that's fine.
Yep.
Hey, when I do it, my pen ain't gonna be working.
I guess me and Devontae gonna have a great conversation next week because you're gonna be too busy writing. So
all of a sudden he's N-word free.
No, I honestly, I really do think it could be the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, that's a good choice. But then we run the Cooper flag. He gonna have to bow down to somebody. So he needs to go to a team that has no star and all young players, which would be Portland, Sacramento. He can go to the Clippers where they need a star. Yeah. Kawhi don't want to be the star.
But
you gotta go to one of them places.
Cooper flag. Yeah, but it's still gonna be Kawhi's team. Kawhi was there first. Cooper flag is a big name, but
time out. Who's Chris Sinnat Jr.?
Chris Sinnat Jr.
Yeah, that's who the Celtics just picked. He's a forward. He led Houston with 6 double-doubles.
He was a forward at Houston, and he led with 6 double-doubles.
I just figured you might have knew him better than that because it just so happens we're talking about the Celtics and a forward.
They drafted a forward. Yeah.
A forward. I was like, huh.
No, I have no idea who this is.
Okay, I didn't know if y'all knew who he was because I didn't. But
Nuggets drafted Terrence Reed Jr. in the first round.
And then they traded him to San Antonio.
Hold on, what?
They traded him to San Antonio.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh no, hold on. LeBaron, how you say his name? LeBaron Phelan. He got traded from Houston to OKC. Hold on, no, that's the pick. He's on the Sixers though.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, close us out, Dame. And then I'll just kind of give the other breaking news, which is not super important, but close us out with your thoughts on the whole Jaylen Brown situation and the Heat trade.
I think the Heat defensively is what's going to carry them through the season because offensively, there's too many cooks in that kitchen in the front court. In the front court. I don't know how they're gonna get that done, but defensively, I won't be surprised if they're a problem defensively. As for because Giannis can at least get out to the wing in ways that Bam can't. So
right.
But so I'm interested to see that. So I'm not as overreacting about the lack of role players that they have. I know that's going to be a detriment to them, but it's going to balance out because I think they're going to be good defensively. What did KD say? You can get anybody to play, bend your knees and play defense, but you need to score that ball. So it's going to balance out. Jaylen Brown, he can't go to Washington because Trae Young just signed there. I don't know what they're going to do with Dame in Portland. I don't even know who's in Sacramento, but who does? So whatever.
Nobody.
Exactly.
That'd be a perfect place to go. Go to Sacramento.
And it ain't a huge media presence over there. So yeah. You're right. Sacramento, Jaylen Brown. And you went to Cal Berkeley. Yeah, go to Sacramento. Go back to the West.
Yep.
So there you go.
Yeehaw, you know what I just thought of while you were saying that, and you mentioned KD. I forgot my 30 seconds of hate was not for what it originally was for. It was for KD saying that he went to the Warriors, and he was saying it was like he said he went to the Warriors because overall their franchise wasn't like successful, and even though the last 5 years they played great, he went there. All right. I'm going to find it, and then we'll close it. But also, Julius Randle was traded to Brooklyn. So he is now on a Brooklyn Nets team. Nick Claxton in the 3-team trade, he went to Chicago. Interesting enough, Julius Randle is back in New York, just not on the right side of the aisle. We also had Trae Young. He signed his contract. Becky Hammond won't back down. She said that she's glad Jalen Brunson proved her wrong, but she's not going to apologize, which is whack. If you're young, if you're wrong, you should apologize for being wrong. And I might have not. Oh my gosh, when you guys see this, you're gonna be like, this dude is a clown. Quick thoughts though. Quick thoughts.
Julius Randle still gonna be in New York backing down the Ninja Turtles. That's crazy.
It's kind of messed up that he has to go back. They sent him back to New York. Listen to these clips.
So I didn't have no shit with nobody on.
Look what KD's saying. This is him explaining why he went to the Warriors and like justify.
As he wears a yellow beanie.
Relationship with nobody on the Warriors. We weren't like friends. Like people like you hooked up with your friends. Like I never hung out with Draymond. Like that wasn't my boy.
Right.
Steph, we never hung out. Or Clay. I met them once I got there.
Right.
But it wasn't like, let me call my boys up and let me go hang out with my boys. No, I seen that's a great team that wants to win, a fun environment, great city. Oakland is like DC.
Yeah.
It felt like I was riding through Southeast when I was in.
Absolutely.
The fan base, the organization, never been a winning organization. When I was in the league, nobody liked Golden State. So it was like, it felt like still like an underdog to me because I'm looking at it as, I'm looking at the totality of the franchise. I ain't looking at what happened in this last 5 years.
Right.
Like you never been a perennial winner in the, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
In the NBA from the 50s on up. So I'm like, damn, this is an underdog franchise to me. This feel good. Like shit, this feel like where I'm supposed to be. It ain't LA, it ain't New York. It feel like where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
Dave, you could go, bro. That's your guy.
I don't want to hear that from KD because the team, he said that as if the team before didn't go 73-9 and they didn't win a championship before he got there. Go ahead, Dave.
I'm looking at Marvin Gaye's twin, asking him what's going on. Why are you lying to me like this, bro? I heard through the grapevine that you're full of shit, Kevin Durant. All right. I it's just one of those. I'm stunned that you believe that. You're trying to convince us, like you believe. Like, how long did you practice in the mirror before you went on this podcast or wherever you're at to tell us this bullshit? There's no way in hell you truly believe that. Talking about some, there was an underdog and what?
Bro, they just.
I'm sorry. What?
I got something for that. Like, bro, he said Golden State wasn't known as a winner for like not recency with the last 5 years. When was OKC? Like, am I missing something? Like,
they were Seattle, and Seattle never won. So
I know that's what I'm saying. It's like, bro, like, what is we talking about right now? Then, oh, they didn't win nothing. They knocked y'all out the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken. Like, yeah, this
and I believe that's the year that they won the chip. The year that they knocked them out.
I don't know. I think that's the year.
No, that's the year they lost.
That's the year they won 73-9,
That's
right?
the year they lost. Yeah, yep, 73-9. They won before he got there. They knocked him out the year. They won 2 years before he got there, knocked him out the year he went there, and then next year he joined the team. Talking about they were underdogs and it felt like DC. Like, bro.
Wait, how many does Steph have? 4?
Steph has 4.
4.
Steph has 1 before KD, 2 with KD, and 1 without
one
KD. Incredible.
All right, bro.
Incredible. All right, so we're going to break down the last 10 minutes of the Brandon Sorsby situation. We're going to college sports, college athletics. 2 things we're going to react to, and then we'll pack it up. First things first is, according to the NCAA, so I'm assuming it's just the NCAA as a whole, the NCAA is officially adopting the age-based eligibility structure, giving players 5 years to play 5 seasons from either when they enroll or from when they turn 19, whichever comes first. So basically, to break it down, when you decide to enroll into college, you have 5 years to play. That's it. You get hurt, whatever the case is, you still have 5 years. Or when you turn 19. How do you guys feel about this? I have mixed thoughts.
Sounds
I don't
legit
think
to
that's
me.
bad, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
You're
I'm
fine with that?
5 years total or maximum? Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Well, I think what this should come also the part where you got to be a certain age, because you'll have people that's going to enter school at like 40 and be like, well, I got 5 years.
Right.
No, it says it's at like.
It says
when you turn 19, right?
It says when you enroll, from either when you enroll or when they or from the season they turn 19, whichever comes first. So if you never played, I don't think you would lose eligibility. You
That's
would
what I'm
start.
saying.
So you still have 5 years. So
with a
your
40-year-old.
Air Force veteran that was playing basketball, technically he could play for another 3 years if he wanted to. Huh. Old ass nigga.
Did you hear it that time, Trey?
I did.
Before I put the pen out, did you hear it that time?
I'm already up.
I think the last 10 minutes should be free.
Yeah,
Okay,
for
that's
sure.
fair.
Yeah,
That's fair.
that's
All
fair.
right, cool.
Yeah, I like
That's
that.
cool.
Rule. 10
I'll
minutes
take
is
it.
free. We had a tough one. This was tough. This was tough.
Okay.
But the tally is definitely not. I'm not number 1, and that's all I care about.
No.
Oh no.
It's
Not
definitely me.
straight with a landslide. What the
It's
fuck?
definitely me. It's definitely me.
I think
bro.
I'm second though.
I think Dame triggered
Yeah.
this, especially on the.
That's you know what? That's not fair though, because I say the F word all the time, just in my everyday vocabulary.
Well, yeah, that's why we had to make it fair. Had to make you Samuel L. Jackson, bro. Like what?
Yeah, you don't say the N word like that. I don't.
So from now
I'm okay.
on, when I want to say the F word, I'm gonna just look at you, Trey, and point. So you got to say it for me. That's how we loophole this. Yeah.
What if he's blowing his nose?
Yo, that's hate. I'll be sick next week, motherfucker. I don't really know how I feel about the NCAA and where they're going with this dumb shit because I think they're I get they want to stop people from being 7 years in, but I don't really understand the eligibility change age. I don't really understand it. I don't know. I'm like mixed on it. I like it, but then I also don't. Like 5 years to play is why do you have 5 years to play? Is like does that
Because of
include
a
the
red
redshirt
shirt.
year? Like but if I didn't redshirt, I could still play 5 years? That's insane, bro. What happened? You should play 4 years, bro. That's it. You get a redshirt year that doesn't count, but that shouldn't count towards um
But that's 5 years of eligibility because you can still play as a redshirt.
yeah, but in order for you to redshirt, you can't play a whole season. You have to play a certain amount of games, right?
I thought
You redshirt. You could redshirt your freshman and your sophomore year, I believe. After that, you can't redshirt as a junior. That ain't.
I think you can.
Yeah, I
How?
think you can too.
I think you
What?
can.
You could redshirt as a junior?
Injury could play a role into it.
Oh yeah. No,
Grad transfer, or you got your degree early, so you still want, but you can still play.
I stand corrected. Okay, I mean, I guess I like this then, but we'll see. We'll see how it works out. There's gonna be some way to fight the loophole, but you can't fight it, man. You can't stop it. You can only hope to contain it, man. The NCAA is like wildfire right now, and it's spreading everywhere. And we're starting to see like these people aren't as educated as we thought they were. All right, well, to the bigger news, which I've been waiting on seeing, and I'm glad this is hateful. So last week we talked about Brandon Sorsby. We talked about how he decided that he's going to officially go for the draft. And he basically was saying a big FU to Texas Tech by taking their money. They didn't even want it back. They said, listen, you can keep the money and go. The agent started throwing Cincinnati under the bus saying, Cincinnati knew about his gambling habits and still didn't do nothing about it. That's not a good look if you're trying to go to the NFL draft. So he wanted to go to the contemporary draft or whatever the hell this shit is. And he got a message, supplemental draft. And he got a message from NFL's Management Council, which essentially decides if they're going to have it and eligibility for the people who are trying to apply for the supplemental draft. So this is lengthy, but I'm going to read it just because I think it's like one of those moments where like the good guy finally wins. Right? Like, I'm not a part of the NFL Shield, but this is like, damn, they got it right. So it says, Dear Mr. Sorsby, we are in we are in receipt of your petition for special eligibility dated June 16th, 2026 petition. As announced earlier today, the league has elected not to conduct the supplemental draft this year. Under our collective bargaining agreement, the league retains sole discretion. And if there's anything in here that you guys want to stop me at, just stop me at, and we could talk about it. But retains discrete discretion to determine whether it is appropriate to conduct a supplemental draft in any given year. The league has not conducted a draft for several years, and prior to your submission, the league had no plans to do so this year, as no other player has sought entry. Your petition, filed 3 business days before the deadline, without any supporting information or documentation, and only after abandoning your recent litigation efforts to avoid NCAA sanctions, does not provide a basis for the league to alter those plans. The issues presented by your petitions are too significant and too closely tied to the league's core integrity interests to permit meaningful review within a timeline presented. The sole reasons identified in your petition for seeking entry into the supplemental draft are that you have been declared ineligible by NCAA and have exhausted all your avenues to continue in the NCAA and now want to play in the NFL. The petition provides no information regarding the basis for or timing of the NCAA's decision. Public sources, however, indicate that in May 2026, the NCAA issued a determination declaring you permanently ineligible for participating in college athletics based on a sustained pattern of improper gambling activities during your collegiate career at 3 different universities. The league does not have the completed record of NCAA's investigation, and you did not provide any such material with your petition. Available information nonetheless indicates over the course of your collegiate career, you knowingly engaged in repeated and significant violations of NCAA rules designed to preserve the integrity of athletic competition. Reported conduct includes placing wagers on your own team and teammates and to avoid detection, establish funding accounts in the names of intermediaries, placed bets on your behalf. Is there a noise? What the fuck is that noise? There are important. There are also reports that you may have violated state criminal law. Your petition does not address these matters, nor does it demonstrate accountability for your conduct or indicate whether or how you could adhere to the league's rules and policies governing the integrity of competition. Instead, even after receiving notice of NCAA's rescinding your college eligibility in May, you sought to avoid consequences of that determination through litigation rather than accepting responsibility for your own actions, and you pursued entry into the NFL only after abandoning those efforts. As Commissioner Goodell has emphasized, participation in the NFL is a privilege that carries with its significant responsibility, including accountability. By all accounts, you are a talented player with potential for success. We encourage you to focus on preparing for possible entry into the NFL through the 2027 NFL Annual Draft. Sincerely, Lawrence P. Farazny Jr. Whoo! They let that boy have it. Yeah. Kind of. All right, tell me about it.
Well, they just basically said they're not doing a supplemental draft. They didn't say. They said they haven't done it in a while, and then they told them to follow up basically next year. So they ain't really let him have it. They just said they never planned on doing this, and they're not going to do it. And then with a little just to kind of add some flavor to it for the media and make it seem like they're the good guy. It was basically, hey, we're also not doing it because this, and this. But you know what? Next year you can apply for it. Yeah, I mean, I read that maybe a little differently. The NFL just was playing politics. Yet they can't give me my fucking 18 games. Sorry, Dame.
No, we free, remember? This is
we free.
10
so
minutes.
let it fly at this point.
Yes! I'm back!
I already tallied it up, so we freeze now, right?
Yeah. Let them fly. No, seriously though, am I tripping or did y'all kind of read the same thing?
I didn't. I read something different, but I want Dame to go and I'll tell you what I read. What I read from it, I guess.
I see where Devontae's coming from. That was just a long-winded no, not this time. Ask me in a few minutes, or ask me in a few days and see what I say about it. Now, on the flip side, that was the higher ups of the Shield being like, I'm gonna just pawn this off on the rest of y'all. Because I know my face is gonna be on this, my name is gonna be on this, so I'm gonna be like, nah, not this time. But check with us again next year. Now, it felt like a coded message to the rest of the teams and owners to be like, do not draft this dude. That's what it felt like to me. In addition to not this year. Follow up with us next year. And then behind the scenes, as soon as he pressed send, he was like, hey, bitch ass niggas, don't draft him. So that's all this is.
He's back.
Politicking again. Nope. I'm going by y'all rules. So
no. I'm saying he's back.
I was going by y'all rules.
Acknowledged.
Acknowledge me.
I think that's what that was. I think that was a pow because not only did they say, one, you try to run to us when you didn't want to face consequences. It was kind of like, nigga, don't come to us now that you need help. You weren't entering the draft in the first place. Don't run to us as like some type of safe haven and think we're gonna protect you, because essentially NCAA and NFL have business. So they don't like you. If that's like the parent thing, right? That's like the mom tells the kid no, but then the kid goes to the dad and asks the same question and gets a different response. He thought that he was going to go to the NFL and everyone was just going to be like, well, we don't, we're a little different than over there. Nah, nigga, take your permanent suspension, because this is the thing. How could you apply for the draft with no tape? How could you go to the draft, expect to get drafted with no tape? You're going to be suspended for a whole year when you come back. So what I thought was he sent that message to the wrong people. He should have sent it to the UFL and said, yo, I want to play in the UFL or I want to play in the Canadian Football League because I'm not able to play. You should have went an alternative route, but you went to the NFL and you thought that was going to be good enough to get you there. One, I've never seen or heard of Brandon Swarsby until this point in time. So you're not Patrick Mahomes. And on top of that, which ties into it, you're not Patrick Mahomes. So we're not about to have you coming into the NFL and sullying the good brother Patrick Mahomes' name because you're from Texas Tech. Well, you thought that was going to give you some type of leeway? No, bro. We don't know you. You need a car. You don't get in here. You need ID. We don't know you like that. You're not just going to come in here and be able to say, well, I went to Texas Tech and I did all this betting. You're sullying the public image of one of the best NFL quarterbacks we've seen. And that will put a stain on them, because anytime you see Patrick Mahomes, they would have to mention something about Texas Tech. They would have to mention something about Brandon Swarsby, which nobody wants to talk about in the NFL. I just think this was a great message to tell him, like, yo, dog, we accept killers. We accept people who beat, but we do not accept gamblers. People gambling on the game, we've never accepted that in no sports history, to the point where if this went through, there's no sports that ever have allowed people to publicly gamble and it been okay. They've allowed you to kill, murder, steal, crash cars like Rashid Rice, but they've never in any sport. Think about it, across all sports,
because they don't want competition.
Competition, that's like the natural law. Is like if we're in the NFL, the MLB, the NCAA, you cannot gamble on this sport. That's it. You can do everything else. You just can't gamble.
Yeah, because they don't want competition. That's what it is.
Hold on,
those leagues fucking, you don't think that those people gamble on their own shit? The script's been written for almost everything, bro. Like, so that's part of the damn thing. Like, there's multiple plays on this. I agree with everything you guys said. They gave him a nice, like, kind of, like, F you, yeah, you can't, we're not accepting you this year. But then at the same time, ever, not this year.
Yeah. Ever.
No,
if you thought we did Shador bad because we didn't like him putting his wrist up, you're never gonna see an NFL field. He's done. He's cooked. He's never gonna play, bro.
I would agree, because he doesn't have the skill set, or like at least we don't know of him like that. But I also think this is a ploy for the draft for next year too, because now people are going to tune in because they said he can enter into that draft and see what happened. And his agent is not stupid by applying into the NFL under a supplemental thing. Let's not pretend like they don't know that this was not really an avenue, and it's not just for like the glitz and glam, like showboat type of shit. So, I mean, I think this is a ploy where the NFL also will kind of get some nice views to see what happens with this leading into next year. I wouldn't be surprised if we keep hearing about this until next year's draft, to be 100% with you, because it's always a story. Did we not talk about this before? It's always a story.
This is the off-season story, but like if we're being honest, bro, this ain't gonna survive week 2, week 1, when we get a big college football game.
Man.
I'm not hating, right? Hold on. I'm not supposed to show his highlights. Hold on. I'm supposed to show the lowlights, man. I'm not supposed to see the highlights of every great pass this dude's man. Let me see.
It's gonna be receipts of him losing bets.
Him throwing the game. Yeah, bro. Like, how could you trust him? I wouldn't trust him.
Well, that's the thing. And that's also the thing. Like, if this was anybody, I think you are right with the UFL, especially not trying to be funny, but because they're, like, owned by a wrestler who that is storylines. And back when the XFL used to be storyline kind of driven, that's perfect for him. Not saying UFL is now, but they're if we're going by past history, they
to the next point is, can you file as a gambler? Can you file a class action lawsuit to say any game I've ever gambled on Texas Tech or Cincinnati or any game that he's played, he's tainted the game, so now we need our money backs? That's bad for books, bro. Because not only the Shield called him, but DraftKings, FanDuel, Vegas, they say, yo, bro, y'all can't let this dude in here. Because if you let him in here, he's going to be gambling at a higher level. Come on. College, 90 grand in college, he's going to double that in the NFL. Come on.
On week one.
Week one. He going to gamble on every game. 16-leg parlay. 90 grand. like he's going to try to max out. And again, and just to kind of close it,
Sorsby gets sacked 3 times.
Right.
He going to do one of those Brett Favre, Michael Strahan shits.
Right. Or Sorsby to throw a completion or to throw for this many attempts, and he's just out there throwing bullshit. Or
it's going to be Sorsby for one completion. For the first play is going to be a pass, and it's going to be a shuffle pass.
If I see him in the NFL uniform, I will be highly disappointed in the NFL. That's my final thought. Pack him up. You can't gamble on the game, bro. Get out of here.
Trey been on this one for a minute.
From the jump, and I was like, "What was that?" Nah, this shit is bigger than Nino Brown, bro. All right, we're officially at the end of the show where we do our 30 seconds of love. 30 seconds of love. Who would like to go first?
Wait, I want you to redo that, man, because you sounded like you don't got no type of love. That was no energy.
All right.
Run that back.
This is the point of the show where we do the 30 seconds of love, where we talk about everything that we love, as we talked about so much that we hate. So we're gonna talk about the things that we love. Is that better? Fuck niggas.
That's way better. That's way better.
I know he meant that because last week he said fuck niggas way more personal from someone up north. So I know he meant that with his diaphragm, bro.
This dude said, yeah, so now we're at our 30 seconds of love. Like, I feel like I'm listening to like fucking smooth jazz or something. You got no type of energy.
Late Night Love with Linda Reynolds. All right, 30 seconds of love. Who would like to go first?
I feel like you need to go first, man.
I don't know. I gotta muster
need
something
time.
up. Yeah, I gotta muster something up. Go ahead, Dame. 30 seconds of love. Let's go.
The only time in life I will ever thank Massachusetts is at the behest of the British. The British lost in Boston again. Fucked up my parlay, but hey, I hate England that much, so hey, whatever. I want to show love to Serena getting back out there in Wimbledon. Can't wait to see that shit. Gonna wax all these bitches like Brazilians. Also, I want to show love to Mr. Walk Around Snack on TikTok. He has been losing weight, so as much as we hated on him, gotta show love to him too. He's really getting out there trying to lose the weight. So,
Mr. Walk Around, let's go. Did he say how much pounds he's down?
Yeah, he's at like, I think last time we talked, he was at 474 from 530. So,
okay,
you know, that's about.
Give him a round of applause, man.
Okay, yeah. Let me hear a round of applause. Oh shit, hold on, my fault.
So hateful, he don't got it.
No, I was on the wrong page. Shout out to Mr. Walk Around Snack, man. Shout out to Mr. Walk Around Snack.
I don't think we hated on him either. I you know.
Oh no, we
just
did. I saw the footage. No, we dead ass.
We didn't hate on Walk Around Snack. We just brought it to life.
We was laughing with him.
And I prefaced it by saying he didn't actually eat this stuff. He was just showing us his run. So we didn't hate on him. We didn't say he was a fat motherfucker or nothing like that. He was just hungry. Who said that? You said that, right, Dave?
Now you said it.
You called him a fat motherfucker.
I did not call him a fat
Tupac.
I didn't call him that.
Devontae said, as a fellow fat. Oh yeah, I remember that episode.
He big. He big. I'm a big dude, but I ain't throwing no shade. I just said that's crazy, yo. That's diabetes. That was the way he was doing was crazy. He was trying to die.
Yeah, he was bugging out. But I don't think he was as bad as we didn't really make fun of him.
No, that's dope though. That's dope that he
shout out to
putting
Mr.
in the
Walker
work.
off snack. Yeah, good brother. All right, you want to go next, Devontae? You want me to go? I got a couple.
Yeah, sure. I'll go.
All right, here you go. 30 seconds of love. Here you go.
All right, my 30 seconds of love is going to fathers. Last Sunday was Father's Day. I got to spend it with my family. Like I said in the beginning, getting those little gifts from your kids of like the cards and what's their favorite thing. And my daughter said, "When Daddy hugs me." Bro, those are everything. No monetary gift or gift that you buy is anything like remotely close to what you get when you get those type of gifts from your kids. And seeing that I did that with my dad and wrote him this like long page of, like, thank you, Dad, for everything you did. And like, I now understand as a man, like all the sacrifices you had to make. And I can relate with my own kids and seeing him tear up from that. Those are the greatest gifts you get as a dad. So shout out to the dads again. That's what I love is those gifts that you get that are not of monetary value.
If I had an all button, I would have hit it, but I don't have one. So
no, I'm glad you don't got one of those.
No, but that was.
And I would call you what you called me back, but I've been trying to be on my P's and Q's.
Why did I call you back? Why did I call you?
Nah, I ain't gonna say nothing. Dame knows. We connected because he made the face.
What did I say?
Nothing, my boy. Go ahead.
Dame is lying, bro. I didn't say nothing.
That's okay. We'll talk offline. I know it.
I just said
All right.
I just said I would say.
That's cool. Just go with your 30 seconds, bro. We can talk.
No, I don't like niggas rushing.
Yo, it's all love, Trey. Because I gotta say that because now it sounds like we get back to the hate. It's all love, yo.
What?
You're my boy.
What are y'all?
You'll understand later. You'll understand later.
I said something today about that.
No. Just give us your 30 seconds of love, man.
Whatever, man. All right, hold on. I also didn't like Dame mentioning my sickness. That was fucked up.
What? I'm sorry. Of all the things that have been said this episode alone, that's the fucked up thing?
That was fucked up, yo. You just go sneeze. You just go blow your nose through the thing. That was fucked up.
All right, bro.
I was blowing my nose. I'm almost fully recovered. All right, let me give my 30 seconds of love. All right, man. All right, so my 30 seconds of love goes to two people. There's a gentleman. I saved it on my bookmarks. It's a gentleman that is a Congo supporter at the World Cup, and he stands like a statue for a whole 90 minutes. I wish I showed this on the What the Tux, but he does not budge or move. I can show you guys after this. It's quite incredible. Last 10 seconds goes to the girl that was climbing the street sign in New York. She did a confessional about it, and she gave her full breakdown about what happened that day, and it was pretty cool seeing as she was very New York, and as you expected, she was from the Bronx, and she said she whooped that bitch's ass. It's good to see people beating people's asses when it's well-deserved, and that was definitely well-deserved. So thank you for that, and I just want to show you this guy in the Congo just to see what I'm talking about, because this came across my timeline, and I was like, this is fucking fire. So during the matches, this is the dude.
Already that quick question of what happens in 2026. And there's a man who pays tribute to late Patrice Lumumba, stands that way the entire match. Yeah. Motionless. It's a very glowing homage that he pays. I think now already.
That's beautiful, but you also have to be psycho enough to do that. Like, that's crazy. He's probably tapped. But shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to him. But how those tickets is a lot of money, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to know how everybody afforded this shit.
Everybody like who?
Everybody. Don't try me, dog. Don't try me.
Like Freddie?
From these other countries, especially like these countries that are not like America, how are they affording this shit? Because when I looked at tickets, they was like, no, I don't have to be more specific to that because you know what I'm saying. How is it that those are like $1,000 tickets? They got to find their way here, find housing here. Like, the shit don't make sense, bro.
Well, let me answer that question for you.
It's kind of like the Kansas City Wolf dude that was stealing at different banks, basically, and that's how he was funneling his trips. Like, the shit makes no sense.
So, before you make your prejudice and
my God,
racist statements,
that's definitely not prejudice.
When the World Cup went out, like it went out almost over a year ago. People bought tickets. They were not as high as they were when they first released. They became more expensive the closer we got to the World Cup. So like internationally, I'm 100% sure all those fans knew that the World Cup was coming, saved money specifically for the World Cup, and paid whatever it was. Which now it's like $2,000 and stuff. But there's people that got tickets. I know somebody that got World Cup tickets. Actually, one of the people I work with, he said he went to the World Cup in Boston, and I was like, "Damn, you went to Boston?" He was like, "Yeah, but when I first bought the tickets, they were only like $400, so they weren't super expensive." He was like, "I bought them back when I think he said like when they first announced it, I bought the tickets." So people have bought these and planned this trip, kind of like a vacation. Like if you knew you were gonna go on vacation, you would have done it probably months before you even think about like doing it, you know?
No, you're right. But then my thing is, how do I keep seeing the same people at different games? You know how much money that is? And these games are spaced out by like 3-4 days. So that means they're here for like 2-3 weeks. You know how expensive, bro, mortgage is like $1,700. Just imagine renting like somewhere.
Yeah. I'm just curious.
That's
to see,
what
like,
I'm trying to say.
Who you're actually talking about, because you're not really mentioning
people from other countries. Trey,
what countries are you talking? Britain? Are you talking the Congo? Are you talking Mexico? Are you talking Cape Verde? Are you talking Ivory Coast? Are you talking Portugal? Argentina? Who are you talking about? Are you talking
All
about
of
Colombia?
them.
Are you talking about Ecuador? Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about all of them, and you try
Which
to be
ones?
funny.
Which ones?
All them other countries. You ain't about to catch me slipping.